Hey guys, Mike here, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button to support my channel and check out some of my other videos, some of which are on the screen right now. Okay, today, I wasn't expecting to make this video, but I do have to talk about this news that there is a rumor that there will be a new 3D Donkey Kong game coming to Switch very soon. Let's talk about it. Okay, so I was really ecstatic to see this rumor, and I've watched a few videos on it here on YouTube just to get my head around what is being talked about, what is being said. Basically, a credible leaker has released a bunch of information about upcoming games that they say are going to be coming to Switch in the next year or so, one of which is a Donkey Kong game. And it is not a Donkey Kong Country game. It is in fact being developed by the same team behind Super Mario Odyssey, and I'm sure most people who own a Switch have played Odyssey and know that that is just one of the best 3D platformers of all time. Just so much fun. And I will say that I am beyond excited for the potential of a new Donkey Kong 3D platformer. Obviously, the last time we got a 3D Donkey Kong game was back on the Nintendo 64, right? Donkey Kong 64. Developed by Rare, the same team that made Banjo-Kazooie, Perfect Dark, GoldenEye, Banjo-Tooie of course, Jet Force Gemini, a slew of amazing games for the Nintendo 64. And of course that same team, probably around 15 years later, ended up making Yooka-Laylee, a game that was supposed to bring back that 3D collectathon genre, but didn't live up to everybody's expectations. Personally, I liked Yooka-Laylee, I thought it was really good, but that's for another video. Donkey Kong 64 was, of course, a pretty critically acclaimed game when it came out, but I feel like in the 20 years or so since it was released, people have begun looking at it much less fondly. A lot of people consider it quite bloated, very big, very unnecessarily big, and involving a lot of backtracking, particularly because you have to constantly swap between 5 different characters, collect so many different collectibles, some of which can only be collected by certain characters that you have to swap to. You go back and forth through every part of a level 5 times to do 5 different sets of tasks for 5 different Kongs, essentially. And when I was a kid, I loved this game. I loved that it was basically like Banjo-Kazooie or Super Mario 64, but there were lots of different playable characters. I replayed it probably around 2015 or so when it was released for the Wii U Virtual Console, and I really saw the cracks starting to show for that game. Donkey Kong 64 is a bloated mess. It is a fun game. There are great parts of it, but it does not quite work. And I would love to do a video review of it one day where I talk about how I think you could fix a lot of the problems very easily and make it a better game. But it does get me thinking about what this 3D or new Donkey Kong game that is not a Donkey Kong Country game could be. I think, again, as I said, one of the strengths of 64 was the different playable characters that played differently, and that was really reflected in Tropical Freeze, where you could have Donkey Kong paired with either Diddy Kong, Dixie Kong, or Cranky Kong, each of which had slightly different playstyles and abilities. And I thought that was a great way of doing it. I have been yearning for a 3D Donkey Kong style game for a very long time, and I really hope this does come true, but I don't want it to be like Donkey Kong 64. Funnily enough, I had a kind of brainwave about this when I was playing Crash Bandicoot 4 on PS4, and what I realized is that I think that the Donkey Kong IP could work really well in a Crash Bandicoot style platformer. Crash obviously goes between sort of semi-3D platforming where you're kind of on a straight line, but there's, you know, horizontal space you can traverse around, and then side-scrolling 2D, all within these big levels, with stuff to collect, like cracking all the boxes and finding secret areas and such, right? Which Donkey Kong does with its bananas and different medals and Kong letters and things like that, which could easily be included into this 3D 2.5D kind of Crash Bandicoot style platformer that I think would work very, very well. Plus, Crash is first and foremost a platformer, and also involves speedrunning a lot within the game itself, not just like fan speedrunning. And I think Donkey Kong could suit really well for this. basically just make a Crash Bandicoot style game with the Donkey Kong characters in it. I think it would work very, very well. However, I don't think it's going to be like that. I think it will be a more traditional 3D platformer, particularly as it is being developed by the team from Super Mario Odyssey, but I think that can be really good. I don't think it needs to be a collectathon though, especially a collectathon in the vein of DK64. But again, I do want to see different playable characters, even if they're just paired with Donkey Kong for certain levels, the same way as Tropical Freeze. I remember seeing a while ago, as part of the engine game builder game for PlayStation Dreams, someone made like a prototype of what a 3D Donkey Kong game could look like, using the characteristics, I suppose, of Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, and it looks absolutely amazing. If they make a game that is anything like this, I would absolutely love it. And the other thing that I want is to bring back King K. Rool and the Kremlins. They took a step back in the Donkey Kong Country Return series. There were different villains for those games, but especially since K. Rool's appearance in Smash Bros. And his resurged popularity, or his more mainstream popularity because of that, it would be great to see him back in a Donkey Kong game where he belongs. Overall, I am really excited to see what this game could be. I think there is a lot of possibility. I would love to see characters like Lanky Kong, Chunky Kong, Tiny Kong, Dixie Kong all in this game. Maybe not playable, but it would be great to revisit that world of like the wider Kong family and have a bunch of these characters in the game doing different things, talking to them, maybe getting quests and tasks to do from them. I think that would be amazing. And yeah, very, very excited for this, particularly because I don't think that Donkey Kong and Diddy Kong are represented that well in Super Smash Bros. Like, more so just in their personalities. Like in Super Smash Bros, Donkey Kong is just a giant ape, like a King Kong type figure. But in his original games, he was always a very, like, a goofy, fun, wacky kind of gorilla, and that he had a personality. He wasn't just a big ape, and I wish that shone through a little bit more in Smash Bros, but a game like this is exactly where that could shine. So I really do hope it happens. I think this is in really good hands if the team from Odyssey is developing it, so I think we are in for a treat with whatever this game ends up being. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Please hit that subscribe button and check out some of my other videos. I do a lot of gaming and pop culture themed videos. My most recent video was a video about why I think Waluigi is going to be in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as one of the last DLC characters. I also did a video talking about who I would want in Super Smash Bros. If there was a third fighter pass. And if you're into The Simpsons, I've also done a video talking about The Simpsons Road Rage and The Simpsons Hit and Run, 2 classic games. Check them out. Thank you so much for watching. My name's been Radio Mike, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
I went to run my hand through your hair and I noticed you were attached to string. You were a puppet this whole time, you were attached to string.